and welcome back to my channel. This one is one of my favourite people on YouTube.
And in the real world, I would like to think.
No, it's all completely fake. So I thought I would get her to be the first person in my Body Talk. We're going with Body Talk series because we both love food. So Helen loves food as much as I do, and we're going to talk about what to do if you love food but obviously want to lose weight, change your body shape, those kind of things, and be healthy, because it's not the easiest situation to be in.
No.
So Helen, what is your body issue?
Right, so I'm on a mission to try and lose a little bit of weight and just generally get healthier. However, I really love food. So I love really healthy food, but I also equally love the bad stuff, and which I suppose everybody does, but I'm a huge foodie, so when I see something that looks amazing and delicious, and like when we're out and about, and like it's kind of part of like who I am, the whole kind of like romance around food, and so when I feel like, oh, I can't have that now because I'm on the diet, I get super duper sad about it, because I don't know, I don't want to sound like I'm being really greedy, but I genuinely have an interest in like food and tastes and flavours, and like
it makes
just
you happy.
Yeah, and just sort of making it like an important part of the day. Like when you go somewhere, you think, oh, I know of this really amazing restaurant that does this. We should try that.
You like to plan your holidays around food.
Yeah, I love planning my holidays around food, and I get really, really sad when I think, oh, I'm in diet mode. I'm gonna have to literally eat salad for the rest of my life, and that is basically the issue. Is just feeling left out and denied of things.
So what do you do at the moment?
Well, I don't really know. I eat really, really good, and then I will, if I get invited out for a meal or we have some plans, I get really sad, like really worked up about it, like, oh, what are you gonna do?
And you like sometimes don't drink because you don't want to ruin
I will purposefully put off going out with my friends because I don't want to potentially drink.
Shit.
Yeah, like that's awful. I don't want to live my life like just missing out on opportunities.
Yep. So we can't do that at all. So we're going to come up with some tips, because so many of us are like this. I've been like this. We need to think of some ways that you guys can incorporate having a social life, enjoying food, but still work towards your goals, whatever they may be. So one of the first things I was talking to Helen about before was if you kind of note out the things that you love the most. So I generally say to my clients to pick like 3 or 4 food groups or meals or snacks that you love, and then we figure out a way to still keep those in your diet throughout a week. So then you don't feel like you're missing them, and you still feel like you're having them, and you don't have to worry. So like, what would be your favourite thing?
I've got a massive sweet tooth, so generally after like a savoury meal, I always then crave something sweet.
Yeah.
So chocolatey stuff. I like going out for teas and coffees, but then I always feel like I want a bit of cake or something like that.
Tea comes with cake.
Yeah. I wouldn't really say alcohol is a massive part of my life.
But you want to be able to go out.
If I do have the opportunity, yeah. So it's mainly just sweet stuff, and then sometimes if I go to a restaurant and think that burger looks absolutely incredible, I want that. So it would probably have to be sweet stuff.
And how often do you think you go out in a week? Or you'd be doing this sort of thing in a week?
Generally, I might go out for like a coffee once in the week with someone I know, or if I'm in London, I'll have coffees. But it's the weekend.
Yeah.
I'll have a whole week of being perfect. The weekend comes and I'm like, no.
Cool, that's perfect. So that is the thing I'm kind of getting at. Generally speaking, we all need a life. Now, most of you know that I'm doing this bikini comp diet thing, and this is living proof that diets like that cannot be worked into normal life, because when I was with friends on Tuesday, I went to the beach. Zoe took me to go and have an ice cream. Of course I wanted an ice cream. She then ordered Nando's. Of course I'm going to say I want a Nando's. Yesterday was an event. The food was totally out of my control. I didn't get a choice to pick it. There was cocktails as soon as you walked in. I would have looked rude if I'd said no. I don't want to be that girl that's like, oh no, I'm on a diet. I mean, they're going to laugh at me because I'm a fitness person. So you have to make it work into your lifestyle. So what I tend to say to people, you figure out your week, and if you know you're a sociable person or that you love food, we've got to make it fit in, because otherwise your life is going to be miserable. So I always say, like, you wake up and we make sure that our breakfast is super good, our lunch is super good, or our dinner is super good. Now, if you know on that day you're going to go meet me for coffee and we're going to want cake, then it means that All of the meals around that need to be either lower calorie or healthier and probably less carby, because that's all that the stuff you want is, it's carbs, right? So it just means that maybe for breakfast we're not having porridge, we're having scrambled eggs or an omelette. It means that for lunch, instead of having a sandwich, you're going to have like a salad with chicken, so that when you go out you can fully relax, have whatever you want and not worry about it, because you're still well within calories, you're not overdoing anything, and you can enjoy, and you can come back and have a normal meal. If you want to go drinking with like friends, then the best thing to do is be like, that's all carbs, so drinks are all carbs.
I normally, when I go out, I would have wine or like Jack Daniels and Coke.
Amazing.
Depends if there's a good beer on tap, I will have a beer.
Okay, so that, it would be your cake.
Yeah.
So during that day, you've then just got to be super good with the food, so that when you go out, you can drink until your heart's content. And then the next day, you just need to make sure that you're having something good, and then something carby in that morning to then drink up all of that crap that you've put in and feel better. It's purely just thinking about it as a whole day instead of thinking it as one thing. One thing is not going to make any difference to your body, but it's if you eat that throughout the entire day, or if you eat nothing else in that entire day, that's what counts. So that's kind of the best thing I would say do, is you just try and think of it as, that's going to be my naughty treat or whatever, so everything else around it's going to be healthier. And then you never really have to think, oh no, I can't have that, because you can.
Yeah. Would you say that you would obviously regulate that throughout the week, however, because if I was really good all day and then I always had like a burger and fries for my dinner, if I did that every night.
There's nothing wrong with a burger and fries. This is what I'm trying to get at. Like a burger is meat and fries is just carbs, right? But like really, what's that bad about that? If you're maybe cooking at home or if you're going out, there's nothing terrible there. It's all about balancing it throughout a day. If all you've had is burger and fries for breakfast, burger and fries for lunch, but then that's not good. But if that's your main carby and protein thing that day, it's fine.
The only reason why I ask is like when I've done like Slimming World or something like that, when I used to go to weigh-in, you'd have like people going, oh, I had scones at the weekend, I've ruined weigh-in. And you just think, like, is it really that?
So if you want to drop weight super fast and you have a goal, then of course, at the end of the day, your calories out have to be more than your calories in. That's kind of the most important thing. But if you want it to be a lifestyle and you want it to be sustainable and you want a life, it needs to be that you are having an equal balance. So yes, you've maybe had those scones that day, but you previously probably would have had the sandwich and the cereal for breakfast and then dinner on top, which is all carby. Now you're going to make sure that you've got protein and less carbs. You've just got one treat in it. So you're still maintaining that you're actually eating healthier than you ever were previously before.
Okay.
And I don't think there's like, when you eat a meal, it doesn't go here and it won't feel like it, like your donut's there and your ice cream's there, if only it went there. That's not how it works. It is just food. Your body doesn't know this is ice cream. It knows, okay, this is higher in fat, this is higher in carb, and it works its way to get rid of it.
Yeah.
So you've just got to make sure that through that day your body's like, oh, carbs, protein, fats, and it's moving all around, gets rid of it. So I hope this was helpful.
Yes.
I love having this one.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. We also filmed a video. What was the video?
We filmed a video on my channel, which was how to get into the gym if you've fallen out of love with it or you're starting out. Yeah, you just fell out and you just you just walk through the front door. But no, we talk about like getting into it and loving it again. So go and look at that if you want.
Love you guys lots. See you all soon.
Yeah, see you later.
Bye. Anna. Nala's got a new best friend.
Nala. Stephen.
Not on the head, Stephen. So we're all at the beach. We've got Nala and Buzz. We're thinking about letting off the lead, but I think there might be some swimming action. Leanne, have you got your shorts?